All right, welcome back to another episode of The Rundown here at the T3 Media Studios, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and let me get this thing out of the way on the lower third. So while I do that, let me remind you guys to say hello to the rest of the cast while I do that. Say hello to this person right here. How you doing?
Hey.
And to this person right there. How you doing? Don't forget, guys, to talk directly into the mic. I'm talking to you guys directly.
Hello.
Here on the panel, and don't mess that up. Guys, we're going to talk a little bit about some news with Harley Quinn and some John Campea stuff that I know you guys are very thirsty about. Did he go too far on his epic rant on his show? So we'll get into that. Why can't I get rid of this thing on the lower third? Why can't I do it? There it is. Sorry about that, guys. And it came right back. You already know I'm getting pissed. I'm getting ever so pissed. So you guys in the podcast, look, I'll try to explain that there's some technical difficulties going on here, guys. Sorry about that. So let me get myself readjusted.
Par for the course.
Mm-hmm. Let me put my mic right in front of me because I just got through yelling at these two.
I was about to say.
Saying, talk directly into the mic. I'm not playing around this time.
You talk directly into the mic. God.
All right, this is the Rundown After Dark. Let me reset. 3, 2, 1, and we're back, guys. Welcome back to the Rundown After Dark, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. All right, are we ready? Or was that good? Did you guys like that?
Did you do finger guns?
Oh no! Hey, that's my thing. Did we take my finger guns?
I'm not gonna take away your finger guns. Everybody knows that you're the queen of the finger. And, yeah, I'm not gonna
I
do
saw what
that.
he did there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that away from you.
It's not a lie.
Not
It's
a
okay.
lie. It's not a lie.
It's not a lie.
It's not a lie. It's a little truthy. Guys, let's get right into it because while we're talking, I'm gonna be making sure that I can set up the microphone. Let me just give you guys a little behind the scenes stuff. I got one guy in the comment section was like, I'm trying to send a voicemail because you guys have been advertising about the whole send a voicemail thing. Now, when I announced that, I said that it's kind of weird. It's like, it looks like you have to sign up for their Spotify podcast thing. I don't think that means you have to have your own podcast or have to have your own functioning podcast, but you just have to log in or create a login as a Spotify podcaster. Now, if he said he tried it, but it wasn't working for him. He's like, do I have to have a podcast? I'm like, I'll respond. I say, I don't think you have to have a podcast, but you probably have to have that log in. If that's too much, I'll figure out another way. Maybe because I think Instagram does voicemails. I think when you maybe we'll just switch it to that.
You talking about the DM?
Yeah, the DM
DM
voicemail. So maybe I'll switch it to the DM voicemail.
Yeah, you just DM a voice memo.
Yeah, so if
it's going down in the DM.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah, if it
he's just trying to get people to slide into his DMs. Right. That's this whole setup is for. He's just wanting people sliding into those DMs.
And since this one right here is giving me a hard time now, let's open up these soundboards here because you already know what's coming. Yeah, so every time she tries to poke fun at me, I'm just going to push.
I still don't know why he doesn't have on there, that's what she said.
I know, because I do. That's literally what she said.
He says that to me all the time.
Yeah, and I'm literally saying it all the time. It's stupid now. I say it in my head when I don't even say it out loud.
Like when nobody's around. That's
when
what
no one's, I still say
it.
I even to my own jokes. I'm like, wow, I'm just like a one-man show over here. It's like a respond.
Or the... what was that? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What did Andy say?
That's the name of your that's the name of your porn site? Yeah. That's my favorite one. That's better than That's What She Said. Future name of your porn site.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you haven't been able to tell by now, this is After Dark, so we're a little bit more dope, a little bit more laid back. So same setup, same design, but let's get right into the first topic of the week of Thursday night. of the rundown of the After Dark. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Babe, help me out. Let's get into it. What's the first?
I'm like, what?
She's like, huh?
The Current.
Oh, see. Oh, wait. Did you guys notice the graphic? Oh no, it's not going to be
I
over
was
there.
like,
It's over here. You
Yeah.
guys
I
can't
can't
see.
see crap.
It's over
Oh.
here. Look at this screen right there. Okay, so Peter Lane came up with, instead of, why don't you call it the current? I said, I'll call it the current. And so I put an electric current up on the topic there. So what's
Bunch of nerds.
the current entertainment news? Current.
I didn't
It's,
say
we
I
didn't
liked
like it, but
I
still
just-
makes you a bunch of nerds.
Me and Peter
Behind me.
Lane are two nerds. Yeah, I like
Okay.
that. Yeah. First up on the current. You bunch of haters.
Harley Quinn season 4 is coming this summer. That's what she said.
First one in. I like it.
Here, let me get this one ready since
Oh my God.
you guys are in rare form today. Here we go.
What are you talking about? I feel like it's a normal form.
I don't know if you can see the volume button over there on the TV on the side. Volume up.
Possible.
Yeah.
Talking about horse people.
Yeah, that sound. Yeah. So
yeah, whores.
I'm excited about Harley Quinn. Tabs is on a little bit of a Harley Quinn journey. If you guys don't know, Tabs is one of the Harley Quinn did not like the Harley Quinn character because of how it was portrayed. Like, you want to tell people about this journey you're on for this character?
I'm on a little journey for Harley Quinn. I've always had the unpopular opinion that I've not been her biggest fan. I didn't like the showmanship and commercial okayness of a very toxic and abusive relationship. I quite hadn't gotten down all her storyline, so that's probably why I was in that feel. From where I'm at with what I've seen of her, but I have been promised that her story definitely changes and unfolds into her own sort of strength and discovery of that. So I am going down the path of seeing where she goes and seeing how she grows and seeing if I can get behind sort of the love of her commercialized toxic relationship, previously, because everybody always tried to. When you see a bunch of little girls walking around dressed in Harley Quinn with daddy chokers on, it bothered me to have this okayness with toxicity in that nature. Mm-hmm. So I don't kink shame. So as an adult, you got your kinks, you do your kinks. But when we start putting it towards the level of children where they're seeing a behavior and a type of relationship and making it okay, I was having difficulties with.
Yeah.
Spicy bath daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't down. Let's be honest. When she found out that Harley dropped that zero and got down with the les business, she was like, "Go on."
Well, I actually didn't know about it until you were like, "Oh, her story progresses. She addresses that."
Yeah.
And then you were like, "You need to watch this," and I haven't gotten to watch it yet, but I'm getting there. And she starts to kind of come into that. That's honestly where I started to get the interest. But then I learned she gets down with the good side.
The good side. Oh wow. Okay, calm down. Babe, what do you think? You like Harley Quinn, right? Or am I forcing you to watch it because I
don't watch all of them.
Oh,
with
so
you.
I'm forcing you
I've
to
just seen some of them, and they were okay.
Yeah.
He knows that animated stuff is not my thing.
Yeah.
She hates fun and love. And she said, she told me personally that she was afraid that it would awaken inner urges. So she's,
oh my Lord.
So for my benefit,
I feel like that's a projection of his fear. Is what that is.
The show is brilliant. The show is when you have the Joker looking Bruce Wayne dead in the face, all pissed off about how we were promised flying cars since the 1950s, and he looks Bruce Wayne dead in the face and says, "Where's my goddamn flying car, Bruce?" I just die. Every joke in there kills. You have Bane eating a big ass sandwich, and they're in the middle of an orgy. What are you eating? I'm garbing up for the fuck fest. Oh, Shakespeare writing.
I feel like that's not Shakespeare writing more as it is practical writing. If you really immerse yourself into that atmosphere, you got to carve up.
If Shakespeare was the carpenter and built a home for Jay and Silent Bob, maybe I think that's what it's about right there. I love it. I think it's great. I can't wait. As they said, it's coming around sometime in this summer. They haven't given us an official date yet, but Harley Quinn. We were just talking about the lady who voices her. What's her name from Big Bang Theory? Forgot her name again.
Kaylee Cuoco.
Cuoco,
we were talking about the fact that she has a new show on Peacock. That looks exactly like her other show on Max, the Flight Attendant. There's a new show that she has called is based on a true story or something. I think that's the actual name of it.
Oh.
But it looks exactly like the Flight Attendant, like.
But in the Flight Attendant, a bit of a like
murder mystery type of.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Based on the true stories. Look, if you look at the commercial, you swear you were looking at the new season.
I thought it was more psychological aspect.
All I could tell was that it looked exactly the same.
Okay. I haven't seen it.
It's good though.
So,
I like it. But yeah, it's good. I'm just saying she's on a roll. She's got some hit shows out on between two streaming networks.
Nice.
So looking out for that, guys. Let us know what you guys think about Harley Quinn. I'm gonna keep monitoring the chat if there's anything that you want me to pay attention to right away.
No, not yet. It's all just been
guys, reminding you guys.
Hello.
Yeah, that's just reminding you guys to, as I use my true voice here.
Oh God, he's brought it up.
You can support the channel by using Streamlabs, or you can use Super Chats. And if you use a Super Chat, I will strip a piece of clothing off one at a time. I'm not wearing much.
And
I
that
warn you.
will.
They
might not give any super chats.
We'll just see about that.
It's about like the
He came prepared,
he was
though.
talking
Yeah.
about putting his feet up there.
I know that's true, but you notice he's wearing an extra shirt today because normally
does,
doesn't
yes.
wear
Yeah,
like a
extra
dress
shirt
shirt
and-
over
and-
his t-shirt.
Extra
Because
shirt, no
the
underwear.
AC man came over today to work on this thing.
So wait, the AC man
The
came
AC
over
man.
today.
It's like the pool boy.
Yeah,
at the
did he
end.
open the door?
The ass
like,
candy,
and
yeah,
was
ass
like,
candy man, yeah, the ass candy man,
uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay, all right. He had some fun earlier. All right.
He
Next.
was very interested in what Chris was doing. Apparently.
Okay.
Took a picture of me and everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And he's,
Hell yeah.
he's like, that looks expensive.
And you're like, it is. I buttered it up earlier.
It's like, how can I be a part of this?
All right, you as usual, you went too far.
I did not.
I buttered it up.
Talking about horse people.
What's next on the current?
17 record labels sue Twitter for 225 plus million.
It's between 17 different record labels.
Yeah.
This is all about this was a long time coming. I'm surprised this happened a long time ago. We all know, I mean, everybody here knows that like TikTok is so strict. You sneeze the wrong way, you get banned. You get shadow banned.
Yeah.
You get blocked. Say support LGBTQ. What happens?
I'll say my page is a business page because
Yeah.
I sell hats. They won't let me use any sounds. They're like, here, we made some sounds up for you.
Yeah.
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 Really corny sounds. Thanks.
It'll
Appreciate
yeah.
it.
So now my wife is forced to, as she's sewing a hat together, you listening to that creepy song from the Insidious, "Tiptoe through the window." That's why. But let that be on Twitter. Anything goes. There's even porn on Twitter. Everything goes. It's a wild west on that.
First
damn
of
man.
all, I came across TikTok of boobies straight out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I haven't experienced that yet.
Oh, no,
I'm
Twitter's
talking-
been that way.
Not Twitter, but on the TikTok,
Oh.
like nipple boobs and all. Floppy.
Breastfeeding, yeah.
Nope, this was.
I've seen that.
This was not breastfeeding.
Oh,
This was
okay.
not any sort of other thing other than a person standing there topless.
The fans at home want to know what page you're talking about.
I don't know. I was like, is this really happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets by sometimes, and then yet on other pages, fully clothed people get banned for nudity, and they're like, wait a minute, I had clothes on.
Yeah.
My
What are
stuff
you
is
talking
so
about?
restricted, and I have not done like any salsa things in so long.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
But as far as Twitter though, it's like I said, it's like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
Anything
Twitter
goes.
is-
And I'm surprised that this lawsuit hadn't happened
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago, because everything else is it's like pulling teeth trying to get using other people's content. And I mean,
Yeah.
between YouTube and all these people that'll like shadow ban you or demonetize you, like you can't use our sound because it's ours. We'll block your video, we'll block your whatever you're trying to post. But yeah, $225+ million. This look, Elon Musk just recently said that he was about to step down as the CEO and hand it. I mean, he's going to still own it, but he's handing it over to, I forgot the young lady's name, that's about to take over as the head of. And somebody's theory, which I now believe more than ever, is that
it can all be her fault.
What? Yeah, exactly. That you know, that what do they call it? A glass ceiling. There's a glass, like a cliff. They do this to women a lot in business, where when it's running to the ground, they'll
was like, what is that show we watch?
Yeah.
The
NBC show about cars.
Yeah, they hired a woman who doesn't know a solitary thing about cars
to take the fall.
She was just a CEO in the past
of something else.
Yeah.
Of something
nothing
totally
related to cars.
Doesn't know a thing about cars, and we're like, yeah, you come over here.
I feel like that's what. Yeah,
totally ruins everything.
I think Elon Musk knew this lawsuit was coming. Oh man, you are falling apart over there, man.
I hit my hand.
That sore arm. Ow.
It hurt.
Like Joey from Friends. Damn you 15s. Those 15-pound weights got you again, huh?
Hey, some of us have injuries, and 15 pounds is a lot.
Anywho, I'm just surprised that this hadn't happened a long time ago with Twitter. So I feel like he saw this coming a long time ago and was like, you know what? Let's get a new CEO in to address Congress and take the fall for this. And Elon Musk is about to go back where you're like, it was fun while it lasted. I feel like that's what he's doing. He's ducking because all this stuff is coming down the pipeline. So what do you guys think about anything else on top of that? Like with the Twitter, you ain't worried about Twitter? You're like,
I ain't worried about Twitter.
Ain't nobody worried about Twitter.
I don't twat.
I ain't got time for that.
App.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to twat. All right, guys, let us know what you guys think about.
I don't twat on the twit.
I don't twat on a twit. I just twit on the twat. Anyway, wow, that kind of made sense, didn't it? You knew what I was talking about.
I did see a TikTok where a lady was making breakfast for her husband that she was very angry with still, and she used a knife to imprint into the bread.
Oh, where it said twat. Yes, I saw them posting it.
So that when it came out, popped out.
I even saved it because I was like, that's genius. I might do that later.
Don't get any ideas. All right, guys, moving on to the next. What's next? I like this one.
Spider Boys. Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. That's their name for their group chat.
Yeah, they have a group chat called the Spider Boys. I'm like, of course they do.
So gay.
I was like, I knew it. I knew she would say it. I knew.
Because it's so fucking adorable. So gay.
Spidey's on the down low.
Gay.
Yeah, I do need to get that. Because Tabatha approves it. She approves of it because she says it more than anybody else.
I do. But I say it when I think something's
Out of
adorable.
love.
Yeah, it's out of love. I'm like, that's kind of adorable. It's so gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's gay.
I get to be one of those guys that gets to deny saying anything. When I say it's okay if I say it. My friend is and then Tabatha like, don't be bringing me into you're canceling.
I use it for adorableness. If you aren't using it for the power of good, don't use it. Simple concept.
It's like when I say gay, it's adorable.
That's what it means for me.
That's right. But yeah, I thought it was funny as hell. Like the Spider Boys. You know what it reminds me of? Did you watch Succession?
No.
Nobody. I'm the only one.
I've seen what you've had on in there.
There was a scene where
he really wants me to.
Cousin Greg. There was the one of the characters named Cousin Greg. A guy that kind of gets picked on a lot by the other execs and stuff. And him and this other dude came up with a group called the Disgusting Brothers. Because his mentor was getting a divorce, and he was like, "Oh, now I'm getting divorced. I'm gonna let loose. So we're gonna be called the Disgusting Brothers now." And then his ex-wife, or actually they weren't divorced yet, found out about it. So tell me more about this Disgusting Brothers thing. And he was like deer in headlights. I don't know why when I think of this Spider Boys group, I think of the Disgusting Brothers. I'm like, what are these guys talking about? Really, there's got to be something in them DMs that's like that we're never gonna find out about.
Well, yeah. What do you talk about in your group chats?
Circle jerks and tan lines.
Assume the same.
Yeah, new sex positions using mayonnaise and rakes. Yes. the Disgusting Brother. Anyway, what do you guys think about this whole Spidey Boys, the Spider Boys, Spidey Boys? I just feel like that's something that the Green Goblin would say. You win this round, Spider Boy.
It actually feels very appropriate. Oddly enough.
Till next time, Spider Boy. Yeah, I was carving up for the Fuck Fest, Spider Boys.
So gross.
Oh God! Till we meet again, Spider Boys. Bring the lube. Anyway, let's move on.
Oh, talking about me taking it too far. He's talking now about what you're packing, man.
Andrew Garfield, I wasn't ready to see what I saw in that bikini line, in that banana hammock. But I just feel like that's what's going on down there. I just feel it. When I say feel it, I don't. Anyway, let's.
He
move
does
on.
feel it.
Let's move on. All right.
He feels it real hard.
Let's move on to the next segment of the day, which is les business. Let's talk a little les business right now, guys. And our ambassador is going to take it away. I'm going to try to see if I can get the.
You're going to get it up and going?
Yeah, I'm going to try to see.
Because the les business is 10 unforgettable lesbian and sapphic kisses from TV and movies.
And I should have had this ready.
Yeah, you should have.
I should have. But let's go to the screen here.
Ready.
He wasn't ready. He's never ready for the les business. He can't take it.
I wasn't ready for it. Look, see.
I did have one joke though that I'll go ahead and tell you that I came across that I thought was really funny. So I'll share.
All right,
it.
yeah. So yeah, share your joke while I get this screen up.
My one joke is, okay, why can't gays drive faster than 68 miles per hour? Because at 69 they blow a rod. It made me happy. I had to do that one.
She was so excited to tell that joke earlier. She was like, "I got one."
I got one. It was very satisfying.
And I bet Nixon's in the chat like, "Oh, I can beat that."
Oh, I'm sure, but yeah, I had to read it off the picture though because I can't memorize it. I haven't had any caffeine. The brain isn't working.
All right, I found it. I got it up. All right,
ready?
so this is the we got the top 10, or not top 10. This is just from out.com.
Out.com.
They gave their 10 what was it, unforgettable lesbian and sapphic kisses from TV and movies.
Yeah.
At number 1. Let me.
Greta and Carson.
Let me make
A
sure
League of Their Own.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great show. I loved that show.
Did you?
Yeah.
The TV show? That was a movie, wasn't it? A League of Their Own.
They did make a TV show.
It's a
didn't they?
show.
But is this from the show?
Yeah.
Oh. I was about to say, I don't remember this scene in the movie.
No, there's an original movie, but the movie's not lesbian centric. The show is very like lesbian driven. There's a lot of activity.
We'll go there.
Yeah.
What
Discovery.
And what channel is this on?
It was on Amazon, right? I think.
have no idea.
I think it was on Amazon.
Yeah.
I'm not. Don't quote me on that because I'm not positive.
Clicking on that. Number 2, is it Ronit and Esty from Disobedience?
Zero clue.
I haven't seen that. These two former childhood friends who come from a traditional Jewish community are desperate for each other, and their kisses certainly show it.
Ooh, Rachel Weisz. Oh God, I have such
Rachel
a bone.
Weisz and Rachel McAdams. Okay.
And Rachel McAdams. Oh my God.
The Rachels.
Betty and Samantha from Glee.
Yeah, I remember.
Remember that? Yeah, I remember that kiss.
I actually watched it on TV.
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch Glee?
Yeah. It was a big deal.
We've been waiting so long for these two to kiss while the two started talking about having sex back in season 1 of the show. They didn't get to kiss on the lips until season 3.
But you think I would watch that, considering how much I love music and
Right?
singing, but no, I never.
You just never got into it.
Let me make sure that this doesn't. There we go. Whoa, what was next? Number 4, Adora and Katra, the She-Ra and the Princess of Power.
She-Ra.
What,
My kids watched.
What are the detractors would say something about that? You're ruining my childhood.
Nah, I loved it.
Or hear me out. or
Best
Ha
television.
Cha Cha Cha. Corky and Violet from Bound. I've never from
Never seen
1996
that
Bound. I think that's a movie.
Yeah,
I know of this movie. I never watched it. The erotic thriller directed by the Wachowskis is hot from
Corky.
start to finish. But this scene, Violet, a woman kept by a member of the mob, follows Corky, the butch from next door, out to her car after they were almost caught having sex.
All right.
All right.
Get it on.
All right, retro
Bet and
review.
Tina, the L
Bet
word.
and Tina, the L word. Okay, I know you know. Okay, so
Yeah,
all right,
I
the
know
L
all
word
about
expert.
the L word.
So
Yeah.
you know about this scene here. All right.
Well, I know about every scene in the
Every
L
scene
word.
and every angle.
I will say, after, when you've invested in the L word and if you've watched it all, you actually really struggle to want Bet and Tina together in a lot of ways because they are so toxic for each other and for so long.
But does that toxic trait, does it display during the passion?
I mean, that's one of the crazy things they kind of always show about their relationship is they are always incredibly passionate towards each other.
She didn't
that
say
was
it,
a
but I
lot
had
of
to push
their,
it.
yeah.
As is with toxic people.
Yeah, there's a lot of passion between them, kind of always. Specifically, even when Tina's closed off with Bet's always kind of searched or want Tina, but Bet's also the one who cheats. So it's like so toxic, back and forth. So much drama in that damn show. If you really love dramas, man, get you some
L-word.
L word on, like for real.
L stands for drama. Oh, but come on, Jennifer's body, Jennifer and Needy. That they were in their bedroom, right? And she was just kind of teasing her, and then she made her. I think I remember that scene.
Yeah.
As if
I haven't seen it in forever.
Every lesbian loves Jennifer's
'cause
body. Yeah.
that movie is so underappreciated. I'm like a few years ago, it's starting to get the respect it
Yeah.
deserves. Yeah, I like that it's
Well, it's a cult classic.
Yeah.
it's a cult classic, baby. Megan and Graham, but I'm a cheerleader. Is that a movie or a TV show?
I have not seen it, but I've heard of it.
Megan and Graham, but
It's
I'm a
got
cheerleader. Megan
what's
and
her
Graham are
butt?
two girls at a gay.
The chick that was in Orange Is the New Black, she has a really rough voice. I cannot think of her name. She's in
Ruby Rose.
No.
No, I found out. I just saw her.
She's
today on
actually like
TikTok.
straight in real life, but everyone thinks she's gay. Redhead, big hair, New York.
The one that's the doll, the
Russian doll
Russian
show.
doll. that you like.
Anybody in the live chat want to help us out?
Oh my
I
God.
need to watch that show, the Russian doll.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, with the
lead
gravelly
act-
voice. Yeah,
the
yeah,
lead
yeah. I know.
actress.
From what? I think she was in 10 Things I Hate About You. Is that what she was also?
She was in American Pie.
American Pie. Yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna say I don't remember her in 10 Things I Hate.
No, maybe not
No,
that,
she
but
was
yeah,
not.
American Pie.
She's
Yeah,
in
I know what you're talking
Pie.
about. Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh yeah, she's in this.
Yeah, well, that's her.
Oh, that's her right there. There you go.
But
Yeah, everybody
I've seen
everybody
part
assumes
of
that
it.
she's gay, but she's straight.
She's straight. I know. We all wish she was gay.
Yeah.
We really do. The
You
whole
lose this
community.
round, Spider Boys.
Natasha. Thank you, Nixon.
Leone? or-
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Number 9, Yorkie and Kelly, Black Mirror. I've never watched a season.
I watched first season of Black Mirror.
Yorkie and
long
Kelly
time
are
ago.
two women who meet in the bar in this
No.
sci-fi story who sense an immediate connection. All right.
Most
Si-
lesbians' relationships are like immediate connection.
Immediate
driven.
scissoring. Got it. All right. And the last one, number 10, Emily and Sue Dixon. A movie? Is it a TV show or a movie called? Episode. It's a TV
No
series.
clue.
Dixon. Dixon didn't pull any punches, and right off the bat in episode 1, we got an epic kiss between Emily and Sue. After Sue's sister dies, Emily says, "Well, I guess since you're marrying Austin, I'll be your sister now. Promise me something, Sue." Okay, promise me 2 things. 1, that you won't move away to Michigan, and 2, that you'll always love me more than him.
All I have are Grey's Anatomy references.
You're like, yeah. That's
Oh yeah, a lot of lesbian kisses in Grey's Anatomy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like 80% of the reason why I kept watching. All right, is that all for the lesbians? That's the top. That's 10.
Yep,
that's
that's
10
the
out of
10.
10.
Let's
All
go.
right, what is up next?
Woo woo. Movie
reviews, retro reactions.
Retro. Oh yeah. Okay. So I decided that so on Wednesdays we go through the box office results. Thursday in the afternoon we do the throwbacks. Fridays I do my predictions for the weekend for the box office. But on After Dark, let's just do some retro reactions. Let's talk about some favorite scenes and in movies. And let's while I'm stalling. Let's pull those up, babe. You go first. You're up first. What is your retro reaction pick that you got?
Desperado.
What was this? Describe this scene.
It's several minutes long. It's where they are in her bookstore and she is playing the guitar on the bed. She's got her eyes closed and there's bad guys coming around. Antonio Banderas has both guns and he's following them. She's oblivious because she's got her eyes closed. And then he kicks her off the bed and they start running. She grabs 2 shoes, wrong shoes, and as she puts them on in the stairway, he's like, "You look great."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Thanks."
Thanks. Well, first it's Selma.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
she
she
can't
does,
look
yeah.
bad at all, ever.
And then they are on the rooftop shooting people, throwing bombs and grenades and all sorts of stuff. And then out of the blue, he just grabs her and whops a big old kiss on her. And then they jump across from building to another building.
My favorite is how he jumps across the building.
Yeah,
That scene.
which was what I hated. That's what I
He had
hated
to
about
jump
that scene.
backwards and
Yeah.
Those 2 guys that were at the bottom of the building shooting
Should have
up.
hit him.
I mean, especially when he turned around and took forever to get his balance.
Uh-huh.
They could have popped
Like,
him in
let
the
me
back
fall
right there.
almost.
He almost fell, and they just stopped shooting. What were they reloading at that moment?
They were really bad shots. Like,
Yeah.
They could not catch an aim whatsoever.
to be honest, Antonio Banderas is not necessarily a fan favorite for me. But this movie, their chemistry together, I just
For
was in love
me,
with this
oh yeah,
movie.
it's a great. I mean, that's a great movie. There's no denying that is a fantastic movie, and there's so many good scenes in that
Oh, yeah,
movie.
there's
I'm
tons.
like, it's one of those ones that you know you're gonna have a hard time picking one because there's just epic ones all throughout it.
And okay, we'll keep on you. You're next.
Okay,
What's your?
me. So my favorite is Empire Records, and it's the opening scene where like they're opening the store. And it's like kind of got all the kids coming to work, and you got the manager in the back kind of starting to show where he's like frustrated, and they are fighting to see who gets to pick the music to open the store with. And it's so nostalgic and just divine in the whole concept of it. And of course, the one who wins, they pick by colored M&Ms, and the one who wins is sort of like the punk rock kid, so he goes and blares his music, and so they get started with their day. It's just I think a really kind of I almost said it too. Damn it. For me, it's just so nostalgic in the concept of like that teenage lifestyle of going to work and kind of doing your job and yet having your work friends and the people that you hang out with there and creating those relationships. And weirdly enough, I get to see it on the regular with my business, with the teenagers who work for me and such. And so I'm the cranky manager in that movie.
You still technically said it. You still technically said it.
I know. But yeah, that's mine. It's
My-
just a fun one.
Mine was at first it was gonna be that scene from A Christmas Story. I changed it at the last second.
Oh.
I was like, oh no, well, I mean that okay. It was going to be that scene from The Christmas Story where Ralphie was in trouble for cursing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've heard that word from my old man a million times, but the first second he was on the spot. Where did you hear that word? I heard he rats out his best friend, and she calls the mom to say, no, she like, you know where he heard this word from? Probably from his father. No, he heard it from your son, and she just freaks out. What? You can hear her on the phone stomping to this boy's room, this innocent child. And you can hear the door open and her whipping his ass awake. And all you can hear is oh, Ma, what I do, Ma? I didn't do nothing. Oh, this is my favorite scene. But no, that's not the one, even though I snuck it in and got it. So I'm getting 2. I got 2. Mine is actually from the 1993 movie called Hexed. If I can pull it up.
Is that with Brendan Fraser?
No. No. Actually, it's not. It's not Brendan Fraser. It's not. Let me.
And his name's not Brandon. His name is
Brendan
Get it
Fraser.
right.
Hexed. 1993 Hexed. My favorite was Ari Gross and Claudia Christine. Ari Gross. That's his name.
I've never seen this movie.
It's about a guy who's just a psychopathical liar, just constantly lies about everything, trying to over embellish his life because he's so bored with his station in life. He works at a Holiday Inn. He's always lying about dating a supermodel until that supermodel that he lies that he's dating actually shows up, and he cons his way into her life, and then she turns out to be a serial killer. So now he's stuck with this person.
Yeah,
so.
what you get.
Some of my favorite scenes was
you get scenes and everything. We just get to
we just get to
describe
tell
ours.
ours.
Well,
Nobody's even that
well,
interested.
no, I thought of that. We've all seen these movies that you've discussed,
really? Everyone
but
has?
y'all have never seen this movie.
But do you know what movie's better than this one?
There's a lot of movies that are better than this one,
You know
but
what else
I
is
can,
better
but
than
I
this
control
one?
the board.
Her movie?
Yeah, but your movies don't have these quotes. Check this out.
Oy vey.
I want to thank you for all your fine effort tonight. And that includes making me come 15 times in bed.
This was after he saw her murder someone. Another one of my favorite scenes. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not gonna take too much of your time away. Come on. Okay, here it is. Is this it? No. Oh yeah, here it is. Number 1.
Found my G-spot. Thank you much.
That's not my favorite scene.
Okay, you had enough.
Oh come on. I mean, this is my favorite
We got
movie.
other things to talk about.
There's so many sex games we can play. Do you have mayonnaise and a rake?
That's where I got that line from. Do you have mayonnaise and a rake? I've said that to Joy so many times. There's so many sex games we could play. Do you have mayonnaise and a rake?
I mean,
Come on, you gotta I know you're like, come on. Have I not convinced you? You guys they're mad at me for using clips and they didn't get to use clips. I ran out of time. I ran out of time.
So when you run out of time, you know what you should do? Throw yours in the trash and put one of ours up.
That's right.
Hex is a classic, and I know you guys appreciated those 3 clips I showed you. I love those scenes.
Yeah.
There's no love in the
Mayonnaise
chat at
and
all.
Yeah, nobody's talking about it.
Mayonnaise and a rake. Come on. We got to try it.
No.
All right. Moving on. That way. Retro react. Okay. Let's move on to the main topic. Like everybody's like, get to the damn point, Chris.
God.
So, babe, something happened a couple of weeks ago. It actually happened a couple weeks ago on the John Campea show. Everybody knows that I'm a John Campea stan. He's Papa Bear. I've been told that T3 Media's is the Wish version of the John Campea show.
I love how he takes that
We're
as such a
trying.
I
compliment.
take it as a badge of fucking
Yeah,
honor.
he takes it as such a compliment.
Yeah,
He's like,
I am.
yeah, we are.
I am a John.
We are the
Campea,
Wish.
Yeah. You wish you were
He's
the
like,
Wish.
blow a little harder so we can just travel a little further.
No, I didn't say all that. No,
did.
Sean's calling me. Like, Sean's calling me. Like, stop talking about John Campea. He hates when I bring him up. Like, it's like, stop telling people that we're the Wish version of. You wish you were the Wish version of the John Campea show, but no. But yeah, so John Campea went on his channel late at night one night after the news that the young lady from The Last of Us, what's her name? Astra?
Nico Parker.
She's being cast as. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm stepping on your toes, baby. Just read it for us.
In response to some keyboard warriors' reaction to Nico Parker's, she plays the daughter in The Last of Us that got killed in the beginning.
Okay, the
Pedro
little
Pascal.
Pascal's daughter that
Yes,
got killed.
Being cast as Astrid in the upcoming How to Train Your Dragon live action. John Campea took to his YouTube channel late night at the top of the month to give a pleasant message to them all by saying, "You mouth-breathing, basement-dwelling, cousin-humping motherfuckers, just get off my channel. I'm on a personal mission. I want to purge 30,000 of my subscribers off my channel within the next 48 hours." He later deleted the video.
Okay, I got a couple questions.
The question is, but there was that question is.
The question is, did he go too far?
Yeah, but I got a couple questions. I need some more information. What is he saying that statement in reference to?
So
They were mad,
after she was cast as the character from How to Train Your Dragon, have you ever seen the How to Train Your Dragon movies?
We're obsessed with
Astrid.
Yeah.
People were upset that she was cast as that character
she's
because she doesn't
biracial.
because
Because of
she's
race.
75% white and she's not Nordic looking enough for a couple of people.
It's a freaking cartoon.
And that's what he went
We're
on his.
still doing this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
So that's what he went on. So at like midnight or whatever, he gets on his phone and
Not
he goes.
too far.
So of course, he go too far?
Would you like me to repeat his statement into the camera?
Yeah, go
as
for it.
my
What
own?
was that he said? What was that?
Hold on, I gotta find it again. You mouth-breathing, basement-dwelling, cousin-humping motherfuckers, just get off the channel. Like, for real, get off. Go away. For Just me. Go away.
For me.
This is the stupidest thing for us to be focusing on, and I do not understand why people have opinions about who plays a freaking cartoon character.
But all the people in the chat were saying the same, most of the same thing. You know, if this is the same the greatest hits. If this happened to a black character and all that other stuff, and Viking people of these from these backgrounds do have a specific look. And we're getting to a point where 75% white isn't white enough.
It's like, while this may take place in a Nordic area, it's still about dragons, which are not real.
It takes place in a
fictional place.
Nordic.
This is where I think this is okay. I've had to fight that argument of, well, if we allow gay people to marry, then they're just going to want to marry their dogs. That's the extremes that people go to.
Yeah, people
this
always go
feels
to the
like that.
extreme.
We're not talking about, like, I can maybe understand someone's side if you've got somebody of a different nationality playing a historical character that isn't the same nationality. We've got some actual arguments there. If you're going to play a real person, of course you want to have something similar to that real person. I can get those arguments. And it's still a movie. It's still a made-up script. It's still a made-up situation. Unless you're doing their actual biopic about their life. So, and approved by them. This is a cartoon character. Make believe. This character does not exist. This came out of someone's mind for a cartoon for children. There's nothing wrong with having diversity, and the concept of, well, if we had a white person playing a black cartoon character, then everybody would. Do you know how few black cartoon characters there are? Yeah, let's use someone from that group to represent that character, because there's already the amount of white characters that you could potentially play are astronomical. Let them have those few characters. Maybe when we start getting a little bit more even on this crap, yeah, we can try to represent. I don't know, but geez Louise, this is just so stupid. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, by the way, but I'm sorry to interrupt you because I had to. Peter Lane, you sent me I know you're probably still in the chat. You sent me a question about the link. I just sent it to you, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyways, I'm just ranting now because I think this is so freaking
I'm
stupid.
just like so over.
I'm so
that
over.
We have to just keep bringing up.
She's not white enough.
Beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
with this stupid stuff.
I even hate that we're giving it attention.
Here,
Yeah.
what's the topic?
I understand, but we're arguing about something that we need to start giving positive. Say something. You know what? I am so happy to see this actor get this role. I think she's going to do really well in this role.
I mean, what people are
I'm
doing.
excited to see it.
Oh, yeah,
What people are doing is
adorable.
the typical song and dance. They're gonna constantly talk about this subject and simultaneously ignore how many times it was done for the past 100 years in Hollywood in these negative ways. Because people feel like, because I currently, I'm just me talking as one of these keyboard warriors, because I don't say the N-word, because I'm not racist, I know I'm not like that, it's okay that I'm saying, you're still echoing what was said, and done in the past. Like this is like this character shouldn't be played by a black person, or that character shouldn't be played by a Hispanic person, or a gay person, or this and that and the other. You're echoing what was done, but you feel like, no, but because I know I'm a good person, it's okay that I can say, because what I'm doing is I'm just defending the way the character was originally made. I know that all that stuff happened in the past. I hate when people set the rules of the argument. All right, we're going to argue about race, but don't bring up slavery. We're going to argue about rights, but don't. Yeah, exactly. Like, but here's I have a different. The question was again, did he go too far?
Nope, didn't go too far.
Here's my answer might surprise you. It depends on where you're looking at it. The John Campea show. Now let me put on the corporate hat. The John Campea show is pretty much a PG-13ish type of channel. He curses on this thing, like he brings on the filthy and all that stuff. He's not afraid to say what he wants to say. He did it. He put it. He got his phone. He put it on his channel. But he knows this is the reason why he deleted it, because he has sponsors. So did he go too far as as what he was defending? No, I agree with what he said. But for the John Campea show, for that platform, if he knew that wasn't appropriate for his channel, I know this is exactly what I feel happened. He put it out there. He probably showed Ann, his wife, who is like vice president of Hasbro right now. She was like, please, let's not bring this kind of attention to us, even though it's the right thing to say. She's probably like, we don't need this smoke. Now,
I disagree with this so much.
I'm just saying.
Every bone in my body is.
I know that, I know, and I agree with you. I agree with everything that he said. Now, if he'd have put this on Twitter, if he'd have put this on anything else, I mean, I don't care about his sponsors and all that. Now this is where I'm going to backpedal a little bit. You know who wouldn't have an issue with this? Another podcast like Bill Burr. Bill Burr's podcast. Bill Burr tells his sponsors straight up before you.
He says everybody knows, and when they write in like asking an opinion, he immediately will just say like, "Go fuck yourself."
That's what his channel is saying. Now for that same rule, it also applies to his sponsors. Now, what I was saying about John Campea. Like this wouldn't be appropriate for for example, if Mr. Rogers was still alive, if he'd have said those exact same words. Because what else John said during that clip was, all you racist assholes, y'all can just get into a circle and just scream woke and jerk off on each other and all. He went hard on them.
I'm so behind it.
Yeah.
And I'm behind it if Mr. Rogers did it too, because I'd totally be there.
But he wouldn't have. He would have said the same thing, but not the same way. I agree with everything that John said. But it did not fit the platform that he put it on. He could have put it on. He should have put. We were just talking about Twitter. He should have put it on Twitter. That would have been fine.
I disagree again.
Here's on a PG or PG-13 rating. You're okay with putting R to X?
He's an adult.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
He's an adult. He can change the ratings of his podcast, of his show,
right.
And it was at
any
nighttime
which time he
anyways.
pleases. He can be PG-13 one day, R the next, NC-17 the next if he wants, because it's his show. If his sponsors don't like it and they drop, that's okay. That's the consequence of it.
That's my point.
There is no going too far when you are stating or sticking up for something that is absolutely and utterly wrong, in my opinion.
Right.
When there are not enough people on this freaking earth that will just tell someone to stop telling a racist joke in front of them. He went above and beyond that. He went, this is stupid. I don't want you a part of my business, the thing that gives me money. Go away. That's how we have to hit people where it hurts, because if we don't want to receive their money because of who they are, that says something. So if we're willing to go hungry so that we don't have to hear their stupidity, that to me makes a bigger statement. So no, in my mind, still to this day, with sponsors and all the consequences, he did not go too far. I think it's right. I think it's right for him to do that. I think more people should do that. If you own a business and you've witnessed something horrid or racism or anything, that all the crap that's going on in this world, and you are silent, that's just as bad.
Which is the point that I was about to get to. Then he erased it.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like.
That's the point I was about to get to. The fact that he erased it. We talk about all the time about allies and stuff. I'm sure he considers himself an ally. There's some people that, based on some things that he's done in the past, people would call him a non-ally. Some people would actually call him racist. There was certain. I can't remember off the top of my head all the whole history of it. And there's some things that he's done and said, but
Peter said, "Where did you send it?"
In the comment section on our last conversation in the comments, where you asked, are you sending the link, and you said where, I replied to that, if you know what I'm talking about. The fact that that's what I'm saying, where he, for him, was it right, or was it too far? For him, for where he wants to be, and where for his station and where in life and what he wants for his image, he probably felt like, after thinking about it, yeah, he went too far. I'm not agreeing that it was too far. It was the right message. But when I brought up Bill Burr, when Bill Burr takes a sponsor, he tells his sponsor straight up. He's like what is it? What's one of the companies? MeUndies, that underwear company. He tells them straight up. Now, you can give me a script to read, but my audience knows that when I read advertisements, everybody thinks that podcast advertisements are boring. So I make it funny. This is me as Bill Burr. This is what he said. I make my reads funny. So I'll take your script, but I'm going to throw F words in there. He's going to say cunt. He's going to say all kinds of stuff. He's to make it funny. And it is funny. So when he does his advertisement for MeUndies, they can't say, well, hey, you went too far with that when you calling yourself or whatever, or your friend the C word or using the S word and all. You fucking knew what my show was about. So you knew what it was about. So for that kind of a platform, yeah.
But his John Campea show is about his freaking opinion. So if
I
his
don't-
opinion is this, then this is what his sponsors
and
have
it's
signed
and
up
it's movie
for.
and it's movie
But I
related
don't-
and everything
and
I
too.
don't consider any, even outside of cuss words, I don't consider any of his stuff to be a kid-friendly.
Yeah.
You're not
so-
going to
Oh, no,
sit down
he-
with your kids and watch any of his stuff. Not that any of it's bad. It's just, it's above their heads. So this isn't something that I feel like anybody's kids are going to be sitting around going, oh my God. Like,
I'm disappointed he took it down. I'm disappointed that
Yeah.
he's backed out of that. I think that he should stick up for what he said and stick up to his sponsors if those are the people who are upset about it. Because until we start speaking back, then nothing's going to change. Until we start going, you guys who are complaining about this are literally the worst kinds of humans. You need to go away. Just stop talking. Like until you can take away their power and effect, none of this will stop. Until we go, no, we don't accept your opinion on this because your opinion is degrading.
And I know I got long-winded
And-
on it, but that was the point that
and-
I was leading up to. When I say did he go too far, I'm sure after he thought about it, for the image that he's trying to portray now or whatever, he'll say I'll bring on the filthy. But you did bring on the filthy. You told those assholes exactly what you thought,
Now-
and then 5 days later you
and I don't
deleted
know,
it.
who knows? Only he knows why he really pulled it down. I do know from watching TikToks, you'll have people that, post a rant about something and then it comes down and then that person will come on and say, I pulled it down because there was too much going on in the comments that I didn't want going on in the comments.
Yeah.
There was
Well,
too
he'll
many-
never address the reason
That's
why he
what I'm
pulled it
saying.
down.
Who knows?
My theory.
It could have been for sponsors, but it could have been because
He probably got
had
a
too
phone call
much
from Ryan Reynolds himself.
stuff.
Ryan Reynolds from Mid Mobile is his main sponsor. Ryan Reynolds could, but Ryan Reynolds himself is known for being that raunchy.
I was about to say.
I don't think he would be
still-
one to say.
But he's not
anything.
going to be that raunchy on a Mint Mobile commercial. That's the question.
But the John Campea show is not a Mint Mobile commercial. It's his opinions about things going on in movies. And so if the sponsors have any sort of intelligence, this is what they signed up for.
Is it the equivalent of, in a weird way, like the backlash that, like what's going on with was it Bud Light
What about?
and whatnot when they got their
When the chick who
Yeah.
she
Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
she had to go on a long vacation in a sense from the business to step down because she was getting death threats. Like she was her life was
So
getting
you don't. Who knows what was in his?
Yeah.
He could have had stuff in his comments that he was like, "I'm gonna pull it down."
yeah
like she was getting death threats.
who knows?
So if he's getting death threats and some things were happening, then yeah, I could see why he's pulled it down and talking about safety. And I don't think that should change his opinion. I think he should just maybe then continue to support it in other ways that they can't fight back on.
Right.
If you're going to be in the public space and you're going to make public statements and you're going to have public opinions, you have to be somewhat prepared for
The backlash, yeah. And he knows this.
Yeah.
He knew the second he uploaded, it was going to live on forever. There is a YouTube channel dedicated to poking and prodding at him called John Campea Exposed. After he deleted it, I had to go to that because I knew they were going to have it up,
Yeah.
still up. It's going to live on there forever.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that maybe if he got a phone, not just me speculating. Maybe it is the reason that you said. You know what? The heat in the comments is, you know what? It's just too much, and they'll say disgusting things to him about his wife and all that stuff.
The only reason I say that, I mean, I'm not trying to.
I mean,
defend
it
him
very
or
well
not. I'm
could be
just
the reason.
saying People usually go for the worst
Yeah.
reason. Always.
Yeah.
So you see it pulled down, and you automatically just go, "Dang, you
Yeah.
wean it out."
Yeah,
wean it out.
yeah.
Who knows why he pulled it down?
Yeah,
Could have
and
been
that's just us
something-
playing devil guy.
Yeah,
That's
am I
it.
disappointed that it's taken down? Yeah, I'm disappointed in it. Do I know all the reasons for it? No, I don't. Am I
Right.
open to it being something that he felt was necessary in that moment? Yeah, because he also felt it was necessary to say it in the first place.
That's the part where he
So-
said the whole you guys are in a circle would come all over
Fully
your face
support his
saying
statement.
woke all
Look,
the time.
I really do try to stay above the behaviors of hateful people, but when you're dealing with it on a consistent basis,
Yeah.
I mean, it gets really difficult and it gets really exhausting, and we're human, and sometimes we have human moments that we lash out back in the same bad behavior that we're receiving. Not necessarily the most adult thing to do and not necessarily the healthiest thing to do, but sometimes necessary.
Yeah.
And sometimes part of the process of learning to get through it. And that's just the best we can do. We can learn from each of those moments. I have not always been the best at dealing with the hate. You know, I have to catch myself often just for trying to live my life the way that I'm living my life. I mean, we literally have a teenage kid in my neighborhood right now terrorizing our neighborhood with the people who put up pride flags, and it's already been ripped down, and he's like already caught, and you know, stupid neighborhood stuff like speeds through our neighborhood, you know, because he's a child and he's almost running over other kids playing outside in the summer. Like this is an entitled teenager, white male who doesn't care about anybody else but himself right now. So
there's a house in the front of our subdivision that has flags up.
I saw one. They had the all-inclusive flag.
And they also have a Juneteenth flag next to it.
I saw it. I drove by it today. I was like, oh, yay.
Nice to see that so far no one's messed with it.
Yes, I know. And what's really interesting is being in my neighborhood, like, chats and stuff for this post about this kid, and then, like, literally seeing who's not interacting with this post of all the people who interact in the neighborhood about all the stupid shit that go down in your neighborhood that they want to bitch about and scream about with the HOA. But when something of real situation happens, someone steals someone's stuff off their property and destroys it, and then is actually causing dangerous situations throughout the neighborhood, they don't say anything.
When he was getting ready, I had another story that I just saw on my TikTok, so he didn't have time to.
What are you playing?
The member.
He's trying to get.
He's patching in.
Yes.
He's but I'll figure it out.
Weird noises, y'all.
I'll try to get it lower.
It was here in Houston, and it was a Reddit post that people pointed out to a popular TikToker that does anything that's racial injustice or pride, you know, LGBTQ injustice, stuff like that. And people gave him the link, look at this Reddit. And it was a lady who had posted, you know, hey, I'm here, I'm in Houston, and like, I just want to tell you guys the story that happened to me and my girlfriend the other day. We were at a mini golf or golf place. Did you see that?
Yeah, the girls who got attacked.
No, they got arrested. Yeah.
Well, they got attacked by a lady claiming that they were kissing in public, and she did not like seeing it and used her daughter as the excuse, and then claimed that they
George just told me about this today.
Sexually assaulted her daughter when they did not.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: the cops
they were her friends
came weren't just like on duty. Like, she didn't call 911. She called her friends who worked for the police department. Yeah, that's the crap that, you know. And it's odd because Jess and I have even talked about it where, you know, we've even, you know, I've told her now I'm usually not someone who ever fears being affectionate in public or anything like that, and the climate's changed, and I can sense the change when we're out. People have no couth anymore, no reserve, so they will just say whatever they feel and think to whoever that's in public, and
But it's always been the same. It's like, but you don't really see people doing anything when it's, you know, a man and a male and a female, you know, humping in a corner over there. They might as well get a room. There's nobody over there.
The phrase "get a room" has usually been used more for people the same. I mean, of male and female. Situations more than anybody else.
Breastfeeding moms who people go, my kids are here, but yet the girl walking by in her bikini top and a boob half hanging out, everybody's all like, bring that over here, let me see that up close.
People take their children to Twin Peaks and Hooters, and that's okay, but having two females or two males kiss like affectionately like their mom and dad would is inappropriate for some reason. But sexualizing young women isn't inappropriate. It's the whole concept and hypocrisy in it is so substantial. It's maddening. It's maddening is what it is.
We're closing out the main topic before we move on to We Got Your Mail. So that was basically what we all seem to be on the same sheet. I mean, what he said wasn't the wrong thing to say or wasn't inappropriate. He probably felt like after the fact, oh damn, this is not worth either A, it's not worth the new heat that's probably coming into the DMs and the chat, or B, it's not, or A and B, it's not worth getting dinged with the sponsors that we're trying to
Yeah.
hold on to. I would hope that it's more, A than B. Now, if he said, like we all agreed, if he said it's the heat from it is too much, and they're making these insulting threats or they're saying, then I get it. Then I get it. But if it's I got to worry about my sponsor situation, I would have you have to bring on the filthy guy, dude. That's your catchphrase.
See, I'm a put your money where your mouth is kind of person. If you care more about your economics than human rights, I want nothing to do with you.
I love our new cameras, by the way. Your lighting is amazing, right? You cannot complain about this lighting. You got all three of them on you. I want to switch back. I want my chair back.
Well, whatever, man.
Or I'll switch I think that's the better camera. I'm gonna take that.
It's the Chris show. We know this, so you do whatever you need to do, man, to make yourself look good.
I don't like
you
that.
know,
I
Make
don't.
me look like a star.
I don't like that your lighting is better than mine. Anywho, let us know what you guys think about that, and we're gonna go to your chats real quick. So we're going to the we're already at an hour. That's the show
do
should be
it.
wrapping it up. We're at the We Got Your Mail portion of the show, and like I said, I'm a man of my word. I'm like just like the Joker. I'm a man of my word. We got one of our channel members, Peter Lang. If I can now, I muted him. I hope I can. If you can ask you, I'm asking you now to unmute yourself, please. So we're gonna get you on here. So Peter Lang, one of our channel members, is gonna be patching through. I hope you guys can hear him if he unmutes himself. Peter, you gotta unmute yourself if you can still hear me. But while we're going through that, while he's doing that, was there any other chats that I overlooked that I need to focus on, or should I just start from the top?
I can't see any of them, so I got no idea.
Oh, I'm gonna pull them up on the lower third. Should I just go straight from the top? Like, for example, Mish King says, keep getting reminded weekly, heck, almost daily, while I unsubscribe to the John Campea show. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what that comment was for, because you agree with what people are saying about that young lady, or is it because you agree what we're saying on probably the reasons why he deleted the video? It depends on what that comment was about. You're 5 minutes late, dude. I'm just starting from the top. I don't know
You'll
what that's
learn.
reference to.
Always.
So Peter, I don't know. Peter, are you still? If you're still there, you gotta unmute your mic.
I put that in the chat.
You told him? Okay.
Peter, unmute.
Let's see. Any other comments that I should put a spotlight on?
Well, Peter said his best retro scene, he gave you a super chat for that, is Monty Python and the Holy Grail spanking nuns.
Yes,
scene.
yes.
Let me find that.
So much yes.
$5 super chat from Peter Lang.
Freaking
The
love
best
it.
retro scene ever is Monty Python and a movie that I have not seen yet.
What?
I have not seen Monty Python.
How
Isn't
is
that the
possible?
one? I've just not seen it. There's.
Of like the type of comedy it is and everything.
You would think it would be right up there up my alley.
Like-
But something about a rabbit that killed a bunch of people.
Go watch the damn movie.
Talk directly into the mic. Raise your hand if you want to talk to me from now on.
He is on something today. Yeah, it's an amazing scene, amazing movie.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
What else? He goes, yeah. Peter Lang says, okay, I'm on there. Yeah, I know. I told him to. I muted him because we were some background noise. But like, Peter, unmute yourself. Let's see. Patrick says, I agree. Say both parties driving me crazy. Depends on what let's see. There's no reference of what we were talking about at that moment when you wrote that, Patrick. I agree. Say both parties driving me crazy. Both parties.
I think he's maybe thinking
I think he's talking
political.
about John
political.
Campea, I think.
Yeah, like maybe it's politically driven, that comment.
That was when he started commenting.
It's done,
I
John
think it's
Campea.
about
Yeah,
him.
yeah. And enjoy saying unmute, Peter. Now we're off to a great start with our channel members being able to call in.
Yeah.
To streaming live. Like I said, if you're one of our channel members on the For Me tier,
For me.
you can call in and we'll have you live on the show via voice chat. Patrick says, great job. I don't care, John Campea. Let's see, moving up. I watch Barry TV, Love, Lesbian, and Gay. I watch Barry, the TV show Barry. Is there some les business happening on Barry?
Never seen it. Don't even know what it's about.
I know it's about a hitman. It's the dude from SNL, John Hader, I think, and he's a hitman.
Oh, I don't think I've ever watched it.
It's pretty funny. I've only seen a few episodes. I'm trying to get into it, but I haven't really gotten past the first like 3 or 4 episodes. Let's see, Patrick. Let me see if I can find out a good one while we're still waiting for Peter to unmute. He hasn't responded yet.
Mm-mm.
You might. I wish.
There he goes.
There he is.
Peter, you there?
Can you hear us?
He muted it again.
You muted yourself again.
Unmute.
Let me see if I can. And I need to.
Can you hear me?
I need to be able to patch this into where we can all hear it. So now you might be able, when he comes back in, you might hear it from the TV, the screen behind you.
From the TV. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotta unmute yourself, Peter.
Yeah, Pete, unmute yourself.
There he
Hello.
is. Hey.
Hey, say something else.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got you.
Welcome, Peter.
Well, guys, welcome to the creator of The Current, Peter Lang, one of our channel members. Floor is yours, buddy. What do you got to say? You yelled at me all through today. So I got a lot of things to tell you, Chris. This is your chance. What do you got to say?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, so that took a minute.
Well, guys, welcome to the creator.
Or is it?
of
Or
Current.
oh, you know what? You might not.
Is it a delay?
Is there a delay?
Salutations, everybody.
There's a delay.
Oh, there's a delay. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. Hey, Pete, are you listening? Are you listening to me through Zoom,
Okay, so
or are you
there's a
listening to me through the show?
You have it on a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay.
Yeah, we discovered that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to.
I love that we're discovering the same thing.
Yeah, if you're listening to us through through YouTube, I would turn that off and only listen to us through Zoom. That way, it won't be a delay. We'll catch up to that in a second, but let's. He's probably doing it right now.
Yeah, we discovered that. Yeah. I love that we're discovering the same thing. I can hear myself. Ah.
Like I said, we try to figure it all out.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah, we're not a professional radio station.
That's so funny.
John Campea, he did Heat, no fans. He gave the Heat no fan.
Not fan.
Not a fan. On her again, I don't pay attention. I don't know what he's talking about right there.
Oh, her go again. I don't pay attention. I don't know. Maybe he's talking about my rant. Who knows?
Oh, there goes Sean. Hey, Peter, did you are we caught up?
We gon' get it figured out.
I don't know if you can hear me. Hey, Peter, can you hear me? I've got to figure out how to perfect this.
Y'all gonna need to practice before the show.
That's right.
I guess tell them in the chat, like, just tell them to say whatever. Whatever.
He's probably doing it right now.
I love that we're discovering the same thing. I can hear myself.
That's from way in the past.
I don't like it.
We'll get it figured out, hopefully. I don't know if you got my message.
You're gonna have to stop talking.
Well, I can't because it's a podcast. There's too much dead air.
I know, but that's the point. He's not gonna talk.
Are we caught up?
That was a minute ago.
That was a minute
Like
ago.
a minute.
Okay, so I can't actually hear you guys,
Yeah.
but basically
Hey, Peter, can you hear me?
on YouTube, but not on Zoom.
Okay.
I've got to figure out how to perfect this.
Y'all gonna need to practice before the show.
That's right. I guess tell them in the chat, like, just tell them to say whatever.
So weird hearing.
Hearing ourselves.
Yeah, it's an odd delay.
Trying to see if there's a way. If there's a
Okay,
way that
so
I can.
basically, let me just go ahead and say
Yeah.
that I agree. People need to be put in their place every now and then when they come up with all this nonsense talking about racism and whatnot and everything. But we have to, be civil about it. Because when people start yelling stupid stuff and you start yelling stupid stuff back at them, it doesn't really solve anything.
Yeah, and I agree to an extent.
We have to be.
Hey,
We have to be bigger than that.
I think I might have fixed the delay. Can you hear me in real time on Zoom now? I think so. I thought I fixed it.
But we have to be bigger than that. And you have a platform. When you set a level, PG-13 or whatever on your platform, that's what people are expecting.
So let's okay, then let's go off on that. I'm gonna mute you real quick so we can talk about that. So
I understand what you're saying because this is in response to what I had said. Yes, I would love to have decorum all the time, but there comes a point in time where you have to give what you're getting. If you are never receiving respect from somebody and this person is just hitting you with toxicity, either you need to ask them to leave or you need to speak up back. Yeah, what he said was raunchy and gross. Still back it. I'm still okay with it because the amount of raunchy and gross that has been consistently thrown this way is astronomical and unimaginable for somebody and a group of people to have to constantly take. This whole conversation is so exhausted and has become so ridiculous and so demeaning that, you know what? Maybe if they just get slapped with just a little bit of what they're given, they'll just stop for a second. Not always the best way to handle things. I agree. We would love to be able to all be adults, but we're not fighting with other adults. We're fighting with other childlike minds. And if we have to address it to stop it, sometimes you have to yell at your kids to get their attention. It doesn't always work speaking kindly to them. Sometimes when they are throwing a tantrum and they're screaming bloody murder and they're kicking their feet, you have to go stop. Sometimes it takes an extreme measure. Not always the way to handle things. I can agree with this, but we're human. We're not going to do things the perfect way. And to expect anything less of any other person, no matter their position, we're allowed to have human moments. I agree that that's the case for anybody doing any job, doing anything that is in the public eye. Why we put people who are in the public eye on this pedestal all the time? Yeah.
Celebrity worshiping. Yeah, that's what I always call it.
Some
I can't
degrees,
stand it.
yes, but for freaking sake, they're humans. They're not robots. Let them have emotions. You know what? He blew up. He said what he said. I still back what he said. What he said to me still counts.
Yeah.
I still think it's okay. Do I think he should be doing it every week? No. We learn from it. We move forward. But I'm going to allow it, and I'm going to say it's okay.
Well, I guess, but on the corporate side of it, I guess, if you want to say, if there was a clause in for his sponsorship and stuff like that, that he would agree that he promised that he would never cross a certain line as far as language and whatnot, and if he crossed that line, then you have to
he's gonna have
back.
Consequences. Those are consequences for your actions. No one said he shouldn't have consequences. Consequences are consequences. Do I think that should stop sometimes things that you do? No. Sometimes it takes a radical movement and you handle the consequences and you accept the consequence for the radical movement, but you still got to do the radical movement.
Yeah,
that's how things go down sometimes when you have uncomfortable situations. So maybe his consequence is that certain sponsors aren't going to want to sponsor him anymore. All right, get new ones that will support him for what he has to say.
Sometimes you have to use that big platform to get the message out there.
And he was clear. He said, "I want that." He said, "I assume about 30,000 of you will are the ones that are saying this crazy stuff about actresses that of color not playing certain characters and stuff. Then you that 30,000, I want you to unsubscribe." They weren't going to unsubscribe. Those guys were there for the drama. They were.
That's what trolls do.
That's what they were trolling. And now, I mean, I know we were told during the Obama years to when they go low, we go high. But now after he got out of office, it's like, no, we're going lower. We're going lower. Like we tried that. We tried
It's
that,
not
Miss
working.
Obama. It's not working. So we're gonna. So yeah. So sometimes people get fed up and they want to go lower, and I get it. And I get it.
I honestly don't like if he is doing this. If this becomes like a weekly rant, a daily rant, yeah, I'm gonna have some issues with that. All right, maybe do another platform and that be what you do. You know.
That's what I was saying. For Twitter, this would have been perfect.
But you having a one-off when you've been hit with this and this is constantly happening and you're tired of the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I think that's okay. You had your one-off, then you move on and learn to do better.
I have a lesbian joke.
Oh.
That is courtesy of B. Miller.
Okay.
Nixon posted it. She got it from B. Miller.
She got it from B. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, is it on? Is it in the chat?
It is.
Okay. What's the joke?
What is a lesbian version of a cock block?
Ooh. What is?
You said it's in the chat.
What is the lesbian version of a cock block?
Yes.
Hold on.
A clam slam.
No.
A clam glam.
No.
I
Oh
don't
man.
see this comment in the thing. Is it at the top? Is it at the
It's at
bottom?
the bottom.
Okay. What is it?
A beaver dam.
A beaver dam. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wah wah.
I like it.
I don't get it. Pierre Kelly was in the chat saying, "For me, hold on, I got to give it the justice it deserves. For me,
For me,
I'm here for the Campea controversy." And I sent you a note, Peter. I said I had to mute again. I got to fix that delay. I'm sorry about that. I didn't.
y'all need to figure it out, and then we can bring you on the next show.
Peter, this is what we're gonna do. If you have time tomorrow, let's get on a private link, and we'll work the bugs out. Try to see if you can help me out with that now, and we'll try to fix it out. But the delay was
Practice makes perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Chris
I
likes
know it
to
would work in real
practice.
time. It's just that for some reason I had it in a
Hey,
bad delay.
Peter, Chris would really like to practice with you.
We've done links before, so it should not have had that much of a delay.
He really wants to practice with you.
I just want to practice with him one-on-one.
Yeah, he wants that alone time to get that practice in.
Was that,
That's why you got to make it weird.
George Michael.
Why do you have to say that when you're putting
Sex.
chapstick on?
Sex is best when it's one on one.
You're going to scare Peter off.
Peter, he's really into it. He's really looking forward to it. Like I think he's putting it in his phone as like a reminder and everything. It's like a date.
Why you gotta mess up my boy crush? Peter's like, I didn't sign up for that. Huh? But I mean, going with the theme of what he was saying. Like, yeah, like I say, did he go too far? If he's only worried about losing sponsors, yeah, then he probably thinks, oh man, I went too far. But if you're an ally and you're gonna if you're gonna say you're bringing on the filthy, don't delete it. I mean, deleting it made no sense in the first place, unless, like I said, if he's worried about the blowback, if
I
it's
was
starting to
just
spill
giving some
back,
other
if it was too much blowback on his personal life, because these trolls will attack his wife. And,
I get on the tickety talk and I see all sorts of
Mm-hmm.
people
Yeah.
who post their reasonings for doing things.
yeah,
doing
that's a good example
sometimes
of a reason to probably delete it. But
I mean, and look.
But don't be a fake ally.
I've been.
No.
My life has been threatened. My life has regularly been threatened just for being gay. So I live with that fear often. So for me, some little troll behind a computer isn't going to scare me.
The keyboard warriors.
That's not going to faze me one bit. They can have all the opinions they want. They can try to do all they want.
caps.
They can come to my work and do all the threats, and I can take legal action. I can follow the rules. I can do what I need to do. But
Talking
yeah,
about horse people.
yeah, I'll go look at some whores. That'd be great. Life is good.
People love to use that all caps.
Yeah,
Serious.
serious. Yeah.
Some of y'all
Yeah.
are about to get sued.
Let me yell this.
That's what you know.
Yeah, so the fear aspect sometimes I have a trouble having compassion for, with like taking things down. And, I'm all about put your money where your mouth is. If you truly believe this and you're really fed up with this, then, say fuck you to your sponsors that aren't behind it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Oh yeah, that was just me theorizing why he probably pulled it down. Because when I went to look for last time, I was like, oh, it's gone. I guess so. Unless he always intended for whenever I go on these rants, I'll only have it up for a couple of days, then I'll pull it down. I don't know. Maybe that's maybe that's a personal rule.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But I mean, hey, it's not my business. I mean,
you don't see him being upset that it's still stuck on that other site. So
yeah, that's
there
true.
You go.
Well, somebody's theory is that he is actually in charge of that site.
There you go.
Of like create there's something in the chat. Like create your own controversy. Like that was in the movie Elvis that we saw when he created those I love Elvis buttons, and he also was in charge of the I hate Elvis buttons.
Yeah.
It's brilliant marketing because might as well be making money on both sides of it.
Yeah.
So that's somebody's theory that John Campea is actually in charge of, or the creator of John Campea Exposed. He exposes himself.
Oh yeah.
And that's why he's able to weasel away around it.
Peter wants that time with Tabatha.
Oh,
But she won't be here during the day.
Yeah, I'm only here Thursday nights. My life and business is too chaotic otherwise. But if y'all two can get together and get it
Then
set up,
next Thursday
then
when
next
Tab's
Thursday
here.
when I'm on, then we can have our debate.
Oh, that's where can I get that time with Tabitha?
I'm a mess, man.
He's like, you don't want to get involved. He's like, what was that movie? What's his name from Talladega Nights? Not the main dude, but the other guy. That other movie that he did, where he was like a musician. It was like a comedy about him being a musician.
Who are you talking about?
Talladega Nights.
I was like, huh? What are you talking about?
What do you?
Ricky Bobby.
What about
Oh,
Not Ricky Bobby, but the other guy.
Oh.
Not Shake, but Bake. What's his name?
Oh, not shake for me.
Bake.
I'm
What-
freaking dying over
What's
here.
Bake's name? What's
If you hold
Wreck-It
on.
Ralph. Him from Wreck-It Ralph. He had a movie where it was like a comedy where he was playing a musician.
He has done so many
And-
fucking comedies.
And he was making fun of what are those biopics? It was making fun of biopics. He was a musician that
John C.
Raleigh, and he was a fake musician from like the 50s, and it was his story. But he had this black friend that every time
but what's the movie?
I forgot the movie's name, but every time he caught his black friend like doing some drugs and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, hey, let me smoke that stuff," and he would tell him, "You don't want no parts of this right here." That was always the line. But the drugs would as the movie progressed, the drugs would always get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
First it was weed. You don't want no parts of this. About 30 minutes later, they're doing cocaine. You don't want no parts of
Walk hard to do
well, yeah,
it.
walk hard.
Thanks.
I messed it up so bad that now it's not even relevant anymore. I messed it all up.
Walk hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, okay.
So when you asked, can I get that time with Tabatha, and she was like, you don't want no parts of it. That's what the joke that I was trying to. I fucked it up.
That feels accurate.
I fucked it up.
Accurate. That would be me.
We got to the
Yeah.
point.
It was a
took
long
minute.
one.
Yeah.
The journey was long,
It was a
but
long
we
one.
made it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't ask you guys to help me out that much. Like, fuck this. I'm out. All right.
I'm taking my toys and I'm going
For
home.
me,
All right, you gonna piss me off like that?
Spicy back daddy.
There we go.
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
Cheetah wants to. Okay.
She hates that sound so bad.
Cheetah was gonna take a little drink of your Jack Daniels down there.
Oh yeah.
It's empty, but he was like, "I'll just."
just
Oh
take
yeah.
on it.
Go for it. All right. Is that the end of it?
That's the end.
We're ready because
That's
Jamie
the
Foxx. Because Jamie Foxx wasn't blind.
He's talking about like the rants that.
Yeah.
John
To be
Campea
fair, you're
had.
right. I don't think he was wrong at all. My thing is trolls love screaming. I agree about representation too, but it goes too far sometimes. Someone wanted to cancel Ray. I know who Ray works on the John Campea show. That's his brother. Somebody wanted to cancel him too. Or did they want to cancel? I think I know it. I think I remember why. I won't bring it up right now, but I think I remember why you're talking about. Before we go, let me close the poll real quick. My question was, do you think John Campea went too far? Let's see where it landed. Where did it land? Let's see where. Eyes not gonna come up. Did you have the poll? The poll.
I don't have a poll. But
Very, very funny. Very funny. Can anybody tell me where the poll is?
it's not there anymore.
Well, there's several in and around Houston. Just depends on class and skill set you're interested in.
I feel a crime
I
coming
did
on.
take a class once.
See?
It was a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
A poll. A poll.
Actually,
class.
I'm not opposed to taking classes for that. I
was
looked into it.
difficult.
Was it?
36% said Yes, it was unprofessional. 25% said no, he did not go far enough.
Yeah.
32% said it was okay, but not for his channel. That's where I landed. That's why I was like, maybe you should have did it on Twitter. And then 7% was like, went off topic. She shouldn't be playing that character.
Seriously, 7%. There were
I threw that in there on purpose.
I was like, there's actually people.
I just wanted to see who would be willing to throw that in there. People like 38%, yes, it was unprofessional. 24%, no, he didn't go far enough. 31%, it was okay, but he should have did it on another platform. And 7%, the minority, the vocal minority, black people shouldn't be playing.
Why are you watching this show? Lesbian, black, really likes her black husband.
Yeah. No. I'll call that one. She knows what I'm about to say. Lesbian, black guy, level 7. That's what I call that a level. She dates at a level 7. I call it in racial dating levels. She's a level 7.
She's level 7.
She's a level 7. That's what I call it in racial dating. I don't know really what it means anymore. It's like the word woke now. People
like,
lost
why would those 7% who think that she shouldn't be playing
She's
Astrid
a level
are watching
7.
the show? Like, seriously.
She's a level 7. But yeah, that's what we are. The poll. Walk Hard was the movie. Yeah, we.
It's on Mighty Muffin.
The poll is on Mighty Muffin Pounder. All right. Oh, come on. No, let's not go there again, guys. Let's wrap it up. We're not doing that. We're not going there again. Don't. As I'll go on a whole Mighty Muffin Power Rangers rant again. That was fun. I remember that. Guys, thanks for joining for another episode of the Rundown After Dark. You know, like I said, on a Thursday, that's when we get a little tipsy, a little crazy. This time, Joy made sure that I only had one drink. I didn't go too far this time. I'm sober tonight. This one right here, she's on like, I'm on a new workout program, and I don't like that. Damn those 15s.
It's detox week, so no caffeine, no alcohol, no sugar.
Definitely no
all
pole.
the fun things. So it's been misery, but it's almost over.
And so if people want to enjoy your misery, where can they find you online? Oh, your lower third is all wrong.
Yeah, it's because you used to sit
I switched the seats. There we go.
But I guess what? I bet your lower third is correct on your camera.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Huh? Right, Joy? Yeah.
Where
So
can
you
they
can find me on TikTok at LesHaveFun012 and on Instagram at Tabatha.Jordan.18. And that's me.
Yeah, that's right. See the lower third? It says Les Business at LesHaveFun012. All right, baby. And if people want to find you online, where can they do so?
My TikTok is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
Hell
This
yeah.
is Cheeto.
Cheeto.
Cheeto. And guys, you know how to find me. You know, just meet me in the men's room and tap my foot with your foot and just. No, just joking.
Oh,
or
Lord.
am I?
Yeah.
Or am I? We got one last one. T3 Medias is making this big. What big? Is that a that's what she said joke?
I don't know.
The poll?
The poll? Is that making what big, Pierre?
I mean, Chris is big on the poll.
I mean, and that's what she said. Let me put it on screen. That's what she said.
I was waiting. I locked it up there. I was waiting.
I have to put Joy on the screen though. That's what she said right there.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was like, here it is.
Hey Pierre, don't be telling people about my big my poll. Don't be making fun of my poll. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. As always, thanks for joining us in the chat, keeping it fun, keeping it interesting. And until next time, guys, good night and sayonara, motherfuckers. Peace.
Bye.
Hey, guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of The Rundown. Till next time, guys.